Taurus.
Hello Taurus, this is your Astro forecast for December 2015. And it looks like November for you was all about organizing things. I see how you've been busying yourself, structuring your day-to-day life. And I think that has been really good, and it's going to behoove you now in the upcoming times. So the more you can get done on the November end, that is great. You'll still have some time to complete this here early, at least that first week of December. But then Venus is going to move into your relationship area, and you'll come to see how that is really going to start picking up on a very beautiful romantic note. You'll have that straight through the entire month, and Mars will then follow in behind it, and you'll see how that is just going to deepen it, give it more oomph, more push, and you will be just very much so the happy person. It is that time every year we get a month where Venus will visit this area. Mars is only there once every 2 years, so you really want to make the most of it when Mars transits this area for you, and it's going to deepen it to the effect, because when Mars is in Scorpio, well, then we have those deeper emotions. We're starting off the month a little bit on a serious note, making some decisions, and I feel it's quite important to be aware of it. When the Sun and Saturn are conjunct like this, it is on the very last day there of November. So we're starting up with that influence here on the 1st as well. And the Sun being you, Saturn being the structure and security of your life. So you might be a little on the reflective side here and thinking deeper over a few matters. And for you, this will be in the 8th house. It has to do with your financial situation, but not necessarily that which has to do with your month-to-month income. It's more thinking the shared resources that you might have with your partner and finding the proper balance there. But we're not just talking the financial situation. It could also be, you know, how you're sharing your inner resources emotionally too. Verbalizing what it is you definitely feel, which can become a very important step in the development of your relationship over that following coming month into January. Then I see you also looking at your taxes. We're at the end of the year. Having the Sun there in that 8th house has everything to do with how you finalize the end result of the year. So I could see how some of you will be talking to your tax person and so forth, and what other write-offs that you might find. So any advice you can get now is a good time to do so early in the month. So that whole first week of December is all about communication and what is being communicated. It's like I see you working yourself through an issue that you've been thinking about maybe over these last couple of months. And so there's always a divine timing for everything to come up. And if you feel it's been percolating enough, well, here it comes. It's going to rise. It's going to come out. And this is between the 4th and the 6th in particularly, where I feel not necessarily that things could be heated, but it could be. So don't let that surprise you. And it is because Mars, which is the oomph, the cut-through energy, is squaring off on Pluto, and so then we have that going on. However, though, I see you feeling strong. I see you feeling that you're behind it, and that the essence of where it is you're aiming is all dependent on how you get these things settled here on the first week. But then the rest of December is a pretty beautiful month. So get everything you can do. Get that done here so that you can enjoy the ride. Mid-month, we have surprises coming up there around the 10th and 11th. We have the unexpected wow factor showing up. That's Mars and Uranus. And then also the romantic area on the 11th. We have Venus, which is love, and Neptune, which is romance, and the higher octave of Venus. along with that new moon. So that is always the time we put down our intentions. And since it's such a feel-good day, where you're feeling light and fluffy, if I can put it that way, tell yourself that you want more of this. That's what intentions are all about. Grabbing that essence, the feeling, and then shunting it forward and saying, I don't want this just today. I want the rest of the month to be like this and into next year, because you're going to have this influence with you in the back of your mind for another 12 months. So think about that. Then we have here, just leading up to the holidays, busy but beautiful time. It's harmonious. I really don't get that there's going to be a lot of chaos this year, whether it is for travel plans, or delays. We have no Mercury retrograde here, so, and the planets are harmonious. Venus and Pluto, Venus being love, Pluto being passion, put those two together in a beautiful angle. That is the 17th. So that is another romantic day to circle in on your chart, both the 11th and the 17th. And on the 19th, we have communication about the changes that has taken place and the changes that you're wanting to take place. And I feel you're communicating so from your heart. It's genuine energy coming up, pointing out those things that you so appreciate with your partner or with your co-workers, your friends, and it is time to express that gratitude. And when you do that, it's like more magic opens up, because the return of it is immediate. Then here on Christmas Eve, we have Venus and Jupiter. So for those of you who celebrate Christmas Eve, that's more on the European end, it's going to be absolutely a blessing. Venus and Jupiter, it is a generous evening from the heart with your family, with your children, your grandchildren. I see laughter, I see smiles, and happy children. And I feel it's a Christmas where there's going to be a lot of generosity going around, a lot of good feel. And for those of you celebrating Christmas Day on the 25th, well, the influence of that Venus-Jupiter is still there. And now Mercury has lined up to a perfect angle. So Christmas Day also is just happy voices, happy children, and just a happy family holiday. So as you can see, it is a wonderful December that we have going on. We also are ending the month here with the Sun and Neptune in a good angle on the 29th. So that influence is helping you now set up your intentions for 2016. 2016 is going to be a special year, because we've been laying the foundation for what is yet to come here. And the horoscopes for 2016 is already up. If you haven't listened to them, you might want to go and listen to them now, see what you can expect, and it might just help inspire you for how to set your intentions, because those planetary aspects are already in the 2016 forecast. So as you can see here, Taurus, I wish you a wonderful, happy, blessed holiday season. I hope you will have a lot of joy with your family, and I will see you next month.